Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you all are having a blessed day on today. So, I want to quickly come in and talk about comfortability, being comfortable. Being comfortable can be an enemy to us because that comfort zone keeps you kind of like in a box, and it keeps you from being open and available to what God has for your life, because when you're in a comfortable state, you're kind of complacent. Well, you are complacent. When you're in a comfortable state, there's no action, there's no movement, there's nothing new. It's kind of like, the same old, same old. When you're in a comfortable state, sometimes fear will cause you to get uncomfortable. Who likes to feel uncomfortable? Even when you're in a bed, and you're sleeping, you want to be comfortable because it feels good, right? Well, how many of you know that God is bringing us, some of us, into seasons where we're not comfortable? And in those seasons where we're not comfortable, we have to totally depend on God and trust God in the uncomfortability, because it's Him that's pushing us out of that comfort zone in order for Him to take us to the next dimension in Him, in order to take us where He wants us to go. And I know that it's uncomfortable. And sometimes being uncomfortable is okay. It's okay. You're going to make it. You're going to come through. The flesh has to die. It's the flesh being comfortable. But we cannot lead with the flesh. That flesh has to die and come up under subjection of the Spirit. There's going to be things God is going to tell you to do. There's going to be uncomfortable. There's going to be things that God is going to tell you to say that's going to be uncomfortable. But you have to be obedient, because obedience is better than sacrifice. You don't sacrifice being comfortable for disobedience. You do what He tells you to do. You go where He tells you to go. Regardless, it may look crazy. But if you know that it's the voice of God, you do it anyway, and you trust Him. So I'm speaking to the ones who are uncomfortable in this season. Do not be weary in well doing, for in due season you will reap if you faint not. Being uncomfortable is just your flesh. Kill it. Let the Spirit arise up in you. Because as soon as you do what God has called you to do and told you to do, you're going to be comfortable in knowing that you were obedient. Hallelujah. I pray that this bless someone on today. Go and get out of your comfort zone. Get uncomfortable, because you're doing it with the grace of God.